Good morning, Middle School South. I'm Mr. Bonnet, and this is your Roar Report. Today is Wednesday, August 26th, 2020, and welcome to day 3 of school. A couple things I just want to highlight here today will be short, quick, and super simple. Just a reminder that today is a gold day, so make sure that you're using the right calendars and the right schedules. It's going to be the same thing that you did on Monday. It's a gold day, so make sure you follow those codes. If you have any questions or have any issues logging into any class, do not hesitate to reach out to us in the front office. Shoot your teachers an email, send me an email, Mr. Green an email. We can walk you through it. All right. If you can't log in, don't fret. We'll figure it out and we'll make sure that we get you in there as soon as we can. A couple important things that I definitely wanted to hit that we're kind of learning almost the hard way through the first 2 days of school are just we need to kind of heighten our level of appropriateness and school appropriateness in some of the things that we're doing in the Google Meets. Make sure that in the chat on the side, if it's not something positive or a question to ask, you might not want to say it. We've had some reports of some inappropriate things being typed there, said there, conversations hosted there as well. Keep that in mind, please, that this is technically school, so we need to remain school appropriate. The same thing goes for the avatars, little images that we have linked to our accounts. There's been some pretty inappropriate pictures on there too, so I'm going to ask that you guys double check that, and if it's not school appropriate, make sure that we're changing it to something that is. So I'd appreciate that. Next up, just a positive that I'd love to share is I think that everything's been going pretty smooth all in all through South through the first 2 days. That's a big, shout out to our teachers for preparing everything and getting them ready, and also to you guys as students for, being a participant and doing a really good job as a student in our digital learning sense. So thank you guys, and again, hats off to you. Keep it up. I will, continue to remind you guys, always check your email. Check it a couple times during each class period. Check it in between your blocks. Check it at lunch. Check it before school, after school. That's going to be the number one way, maybe tied with Google Classroom, that teachers and Ms. Murdoch, Mr. Green, myself are going to be getting a hold of you guys. So keep that in mind. Always check your email during those times. So wrapping it up today, I do have this day in history and some words of wisdom for you. So again, like we said earlier, today is the 26th of August, 2020. But on this date in history in 1939, the first ever televised Major League Baseball game occurred. It was between the Cincinnati Reds and the Brooklyn Dodgers. On this day in 1920, the 19th Amendment to the United States Constitution was officially passed, granting women the right to vote in our country and would be adopted in the United States. And finally, in 1978, the movie Grease gets its second #1 hit on the music charts. So kind of a sporadic, random, but super important day in history. And to end us, I'd like to leave you guys with a couple words of wisdom. This is coming from Peggy Duncan, a personal productivity expert out of Atlanta, Georgia. She said, "What is absolute most important thing that I should be doing today is what I should be spending my precious time on today. So I need to make sure that I focus up and do that." According to Ms. Duncan, she says that every morning she asks herself that question: what is the most important thing that I should be focusing on today? She writes it down. She has it on a sticky note, puts it on her mirror. She's getting ready for the day. And she tells herself out loud every morning, start on that, finish it, and then move on. So I challenge you guys today, find what that most important, absolutely precious thing that you need to get done today is. Write it down. Challenge yourself to finish it before you move on to anything else. That being said, have a great day, South. If you have any questions or any sort of issue whatsoever, please reach out to us. It's only day 3. And just a reminder, today is a gold day. Awesome, guys. Have a good one.